Have you ever wondered why certain individuals can glance at a complex page and permanently etch it into their minds, while the rest of us struggle to recall simple daily tasks? We often brush this off as raw genetic talent, a photographic memory granted at birth, but the hidden truth buried deep within our neural pathways is far more unsettling and entirely dependent on a self-perpetuating cycle of reward. Imagine two identical children with the exact same biological potential and brain chemistry. If you subject one to a relentless daily loop of negative reinforcement, constantly telling them they are incapable and dumb, and surround the other with daily validation of their sharp, brilliant memory, their brains will physically wire themselves into two completely divergent machines. This isn't just a psychological theory, it is the raw, undeniable power of neuroplasticity. For the first 25 years of your life, your nervous system is fiercely malleable, constantly absorbing environmental cues to adapt for survival, effectively meaning the environment you are subjected to is quite literally constructing the physical architecture of your mind. But what happens when we take this intensely adaptable plastic brain and push it to the absolute peak of human performance? The answer lies hidden in the involuntary twitch of an Olympic athlete, a bizarre phenomenon that reveals a terrifying level of subconscious programming occurring beneath the surface. Picture a world-class sprinter standing idly in the spectator stands, waiting for their upcoming 400-meter race, when a starting gun suddenly fires for a completely different sprint on the track below. Instantly, without a single conscious thought, the resting sprinter's body violently jerks into a preparatory launch stance. This is not a deliberate choice, but a deeply embedded neurological reflex forged through thousands of hours of intense mental rehearsal, where the brain has practiced the sequence over and over again. When high achievers obsessively run through their performance in their minds, they are firing the exact same motor pathways as they would in physical practice, carving deep, permanent grooves into their premotor cortex. They have trained their biology so aggressively that an external trigger bypasses conscious thought entirely, proving that our brains can be weaponized into automated muscle memory machines. Yet, this internal, invisible simulation doesn't stop at our own bodies. It bleeds out into how we perceive and interact with every single human being around us, leading to one of the most fascinating discoveries in modern neuroscience. Deep within the primate brain exists a complex, highly evolved network known as mirror neurons, a covert prediction system that constantly simulates the actions of others even when we are standing perfectly still. Imagine a master concert pianist sitting silently in the audience while another musician takes the stage. As the performer prepares to strike the keys, the seated pianist's brain is secretly and identically firing off the precise motor sequence required to play the song in their own premotor cortex. Our minds are explicitly built to mimic and predict the potential actions of those around us, acting as a vital evolutionary shortcut to effortlessly navigate complex social interactions. When we share a cultural context or a common vocabulary with someone, like two Americans effortlessly understanding each other's subtle cues, this prediction system runs smoothly, making the conversation feel incredibly natural because our brains can perfectly anticipate the other person's next move. However, when we face someone from a vastly different culture who doesn't share our language or mannerisms, our predictive ability shatters, and this brilliant evolutionary hack suddenly reveals a hidden, profound cost that shapes the very fabric of our society. Because our brains rely heavily on this predictive mimicking to feel secure and operate efficiently, we naturally gravitate toward those who look, sound, and behave exactly like we do, effectively hardwiring us for comfort within our own familiar tribes. When we are confronted with someone from a radically different background, our mirror neuron system fundamentally struggles to anticipate their actions, triggering subconscious friction and an immediate sense of unease that we ultimately recognize as implicit bias. The very biological mechanism that allows us to master incredible skills, empathize deeply with artists, and form unbreakable social bonds is the exact same neurological system that silently builds invisible walls of prejudice and division between us. The human brain is the ultimate double-edged sword, a staggering masterpiece of adaptability and survival that is entirely at the mercy of the environment it inhabits and the information it consumes. If you want to continue unraveling the dark, hidden mechanisms that secretly dictate human behavior and unlock the deep science behind who we truly are, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss another immersive journey into the mysteries of the mind.